Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California.
There we go.
Here we go. Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete to Washington. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert got an open man. It's Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
91. Topper. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Delta.
Lucky. Check 3.
Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 26 yards. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stay there. Hey, Brown 80.
Go. 36.
Plus the right. Behind.
On 1st down, Taylor fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check nickel.
12. Two draw corkers. Red! Red! White, 89!
Rivers. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Jack, green 80! 190! Q! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6! Check!
First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Third and long for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 49 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Good! Round 80! 50! Here we go!
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Check. Easy.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Okay, double up. Hey, watch this.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they got to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Fofo's and Mike's Fofo.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You don't want it. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again. Rivers. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Rivers now from the 50. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On second down, Eckler. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Get that ball. Out. X3. 218, chopper. Check.
Tighten up.
Hey, Charlie. Yo. Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's got his man Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. 3 down. 49, guys. Mike.
Now Rivers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 50.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Rivers.
Come on, come get some.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
The give to Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This is taken at the 10. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Off play action. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 31 yards there to 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
18 Gator.
54, watch 54. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
It's coming this way, Here we go, Big grip, big grip.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All day, baby, all day.
They run with Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
4th down, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Chargers 21, Colts 2.
Check, 53's Mike.
61, matchbox, light, shoot.
It's Eckler again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Complete. It's Henry. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. To throw on second down, Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go.
53 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
I'm coming back.
Joey Bosa. A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Eason, and the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Bravo.
4th down.
On 4th down, Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Greystone travel.
On fourth down, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Eckler. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.